Hello guys, welcome back to our anime explainer. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of upcoming episode of Battle Through the Heavens based on novel. So let's start. What happened? Yao Lao by the side was startled after seeing Xiao Yan's reaction. He hurriedly asked a question. Xiao Yan's eyes flickered. He handed the scroll in his hand to Yao Lao. Yao Lao received it and frowned. He was aware of the relationship between Xiao Yan and the 9 serene depth ground python tribe. Moreover, the most important thing was that Cai Lin was still undertaking a retreat at the 9 serene spring within the 9 serene deep ground python tribe. The scroll had said that there was unusual activity at the spring. It was likely related to Cai Lin. No wonder Xiao Yan would react with such intensity. The Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe, what are these people planning to do? Yao Lao frowned and wondered. Xiao Yan slowly withdrew the powerful aura that had erupted from him. He had formed a big grudge with the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe. Last time around, he had forcefully captured the Demon Phoenix tribe's junior tribe chief and 2 of its elite Doshings, and had used them as hostages in order to help the ancient Void Dragon tribe. These hostages had caused the Demon Phoenix tribe to be afraid of acting recklessly. Although this had resolved the threat faced by the ancient dragon, he had also completely offended the Demon Phoenix tribe. However, Xiao Yan was unafraid of offending them. Moreover, his strength had greatly soared. There was even less of a need for him to feel afraid. However, he couldn't figure out why the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe would find trouble with the 9 serene deep ground python tribe at this moment. How do you view this matter? Yao Lao glanced at Xiao Yang. Although the Heaven Phoenix tribe was powerful, the Sky Mansion Alliance was not afraid of them with their current strength. There is no need to drag the alliance into this matter. The Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe is not an ordinary faction. The alliance has just stabilized itself. Some unnecessary trouble will involuntarily find its way over if the alliance engages in a war with the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe. Moreover, the Hall of Souls quietly looking on with ill intent. Xiao Yang voiced his thoughts. I will bring the little fairy doctor and Qing Lin with me to the beast region. Only the 3 of you. Yao Lao knit his brows slightly. The Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe was not an ordinary faction. Additionally, the beast region was their main camp. Although Xiao Yang's strength had soared, it was still a little inappropriate for him to venture in alone. Relax, Xiao Yang smiled. With his current strength, there were extremely few places around this continent that he could not go. Why don't you bring Elder Xiao Chen along? Yao Lao hesitated for a moment and suggested with a worried tone. The alliance is currently in the limelight, and the ancestor of the Pill Tower is a free and easy person who is difficult to find. There must be an expert with some weight present at the headquarters of the alliance. If I leave, we can only rely on ancestor Xiao Chen. Xiao Yang shook his head. He glanced at the worried Yao Lao and involuntarily laughed. Teacher, there is no need to be worried. With my current strength, even if I meet a 6-star Doshing and cannot beat him, it should not be difficult for me to escape. Moreover, the tribe chief of the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe has yet to reach this level. Yao Lao was unable to say anything more after hearing Xiao Yang insist. He merely asked, when do you plan on leaving? This matter cannot be delayed. I will leave now. Kaylin has been in a retreat for too long. I have started to worry. This time around, I can head over to take a look. Xiao Yang grinned as he replied. Yao Lao sighed after hearing this. Be careful. Xiao Yang nodded. He did not say anything more. His body moved, and he turned into a bright light that rushed out of the deep mountains. After which, he swiftly found the little fairy doctor and Qing Lin. Subsequently, the 3 of them tore through space and rushed toward the beast region at full speed. The huge size of the beast region was not the least bit inferior to the Central Plains. Moreover, this place contained an uncountable number of interesting events like the Central Plains. The most dazzling existences within the beast region were undoubtedly the 3 large tribes that stood at the top. These three tribes were the ancient void dragon tribe, the heaven demon phoenix tribe, and the 9 serene deep ground python tribe. Among these three large tribes, the ancient void dragon tribe had not revealed themselves for a long period of time. The 9 serene deep ground python tribe might be large in numbers, but it was weaker than the heaven demon phoenix tribe in terms of the quality of experts. Hence, during these years where there was no news of the ancient void dragon tribe, the position of the heaven demon phoenix tribe in the beast region was no different to that of the Hall of Souls in the Central Plains in the past. The beast region was exceptionally lively during this period of time. The main characters of this liveliness were the heaven demon phoenix tribe, and the 9 serene deep ground python tribe from the three great tribes. In the past, no one would have expected the heaven demon phoenix tribe to launch a large campaign against the 9 serene deep ground python tribe. They maneuvered plenty of experts within the tribe and charged toward the 9 serene deep ground python tribe's headquarters. Moreover, they had surrounded the headquarters until nothing could pass. The swords-drawn atmosphere caused the beast region to feel a little anxious. Everyone understood that if the two large tribes were to start a war, it would not be a small fight like the wars between other tribes. Hence, countless pairs of eyes continued to observe the situation after the heaven demon phoenix tribe surrounded the 9 serene deep ground python tribe. The deep underground abyss, snake underground network. The headquarters of the 9 serene deep ground python tribe was covered in pressurizing atmosphere. Countless 9 serene deep ground python tribe experts' eyes contained cold glints as they looked to the sky outside of the underground network. That place was filled with human figures. Many huge wings covered the sky like dark clouds. Tribal chief, the heaven demon phoenix tribe has really gone overboard. They have actually charged into our territory. If our tribe does not respond, we will definitely end up becoming a joke. At that time, which tribe would dare to rely on us? Over a dozen figures stood on a majestic mountain in the middle of the underground snake network. An old man with an icy expression spoke in a deep voice to a strong back. Some voices agreed after this old man's words sounded. They were furious that the heaven demon phoenix tribe would so arrogant. Eldamo, this matter is not so simple. The chief of the heaven demon phoenix tribe has personally led an army over this time around. That old fellow has the strength of an advanced 5-star Doshing. Who among our 9 serene deep ground python tribe can match him? A grey-clothed old man with a somewhat old-fashioned face frowned as he spoke. HMPH, are you trying to say that we will have to simply watch the heaven demon phoenix tribe step on the head of the 9 serene deep ground python tribe in front of so many people? The elder from earlier coldly snorted. We cannot put it this way. The aim of the heaven demon phoenix tribe is merely the lady training within the 9 serene spring. If we hand her over, that old-fashioned man smiled. Before he could finish uttering more words, that strong figure at the front let out a cold snort. That low snort immediately caused the old-fashioned man to hurriedly shut his mouth with a somewhat pale expression. My 9 serene deep ground python tribe will not hand her over. Once we do, other people will think that my 9 serene deep ground python tribe is afraid of the heaven demon phoenix tribe. Being one of the three great tribes, I cannot afford to lose face. Do not mention this matter again. The strong figure turned around. His face was filled with a mighty demeanor even without being angry. This face belonged to the chief of the 9 serene deep ground python tribe, Yao Ming. That elder, who sought peace, could only suppress the words in his mouth after hearing Yao Ming's firm words. He muttered, however, today is the deadline that the heaven demon phoenix tribe has set. If we do not hand her over. Everyone's heart sank even though those last few words were not uttered. The tribal chief of the heaven demon phoenix tribe, Huang Qian, possessed the frightening strength of an advanced 5-star Doshing. Even Yao Ming was unable to block him. Eldamo, have you sent the message? Yao Ming mused for a moment before asking in a deep voice. It has already been sent. Eldamo nodded upon hearing this question. He immediately hesitated, but will Mr. Xiao Yan really hurry over in time? The matter of the Sky Mansion Alliance defeating the Hall of Souls had already spread over the entire Central Plains. There were many people in this beast region who had also heard the news. Naturally, the matter of Xiao Yang defeating the chief of the Hall of Souls had tagged along with this information. Hence, many elders highly anticipated this savior. Although they did not dare to say that Xiao Yang would be able to force Huang Qian of the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe back, at the very least, the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe would not dare to be this arrogant if he were present. Now, let's just quietly wait for good news, he will come. Yao Ming smiled. He looked to the distant sky and spoke with absolute certainty. Yao Ming, 3 days is already up. Have you decided whether you will hand that person over or start a war? However, Yao Ming had only just lifted his head when a calm voice containing a powerful pressure reverberated by the ears of every 9 serene deep-ground Python tribe member like thunder. The expressions of those elders on the mountain became extremely ugly after hearing this voice. Yao Ming's eyes were gloomy. His body moved and he rushed high into the sky. His eyes turned away from the mountain range. A huge demon phoenix was flapping a pair of 1,000-foot-long wings in the sky. A purple golden-robed figure was standing with his hands behind him on the head of a demon phoenix. A pair of golden eyes that contained an incredible dignity shot over. Tribal Chief Huang Qian, the person training inside the 9 serene spring, is Xiao Yang's woman. Xiao Yang will not simply leave things be if you dare touch her. Yao Ming responded in a deep voice. Ha ha, what a good won't leave things be. The eyes of the purple golden-robed man revealed a faint mocking expression upon hearing this. Xiao Yang kidnapped my son and threatened my tribe. He even possesses the wings of my demon phoenix tribe. This person is already an enemy of my heaven demon phoenix tribe. Do you think that this king cares about leaving things be? Yao Ming frowned. It seemed that this old ghost was determined to capture Cai Lin today. I will give you 1 more minute to consider. Give this king your final response. Huang Qian looked at Yao Ming indifferently as he slowly gave him an offer. His words had just sounded when he slowly shut his eyes. After doing so, the atmosphere of this land suddenly became intense. 1 minute swiftly passed amid this tense atmosphere. However, Yao Ming's expression remained gloomy. He did not show any signs of handing that person over. Huang Qian's shut eyes were once again opened after this final second passed. An icy chill surged into his golden eyes. Since Xiao Yang has the courage to threaten this king with my son, this king shall do the same to him. I will capture his woman before deciding what to do. Yao Ming's expression slowly became gloomy after hearing Huang Qian's icy-cold cry. It seemed that the matter today would not end peacefully. Huang Qian's voice sounded from a spot above the underground network. Without uttering any more unnecessary word, the surrounding space fluctuated. His body rushed toward the 9 serene spring deep, within the headquarters of the 9 serene deep-ground Python tribe. Many elders from the 9 serene deep-ground Python tribe were extremely furious after seeing Huang Qian forcefully barge in. This action was no different than giving the 9 serene deep-ground Python tribe a slap in front of countless number of people. Huang Qian, you should not go overboard. This is the territory of my 9 serene deep-ground Python tribe. Being the clan head, Yao Ming needed to step forward at this moment. His body flashed and he appeared in front of Huang Qian with a gloomy expression. He furiously cried out. Yao Ming, you and Xiao Yan quietly joined hands and launched a sneak attack on the experts of my tribe. This king has remembered this matter. If you dare stop me today, do not blame me for ignoring the past relationship with your tribe. Huang Qian's expression was indifferent. His golden eyes coldly observed Yao Ming. After which, his body flashed past Yao Ming. I have long heard that Chief Huang Qian is extremely strong. Today, allow me, Yao Ming, to have a taste of this strength. Yao Ming's eyes became chilly. At this moment, he could think about the great difference between Huang Qian and him. A cold cry sounded in a palm, with a terrifying force furiously smashed toward Huang Qian, while accompanied by deep sonic booms. A futile effort. You really don't know your limits. Huang Qian's expression became gloomy after seeing Yao Ming attack. He randomly flicked his long finger, and a golden feather shot out. It collided with Yao Ming's sharp palm with lightning-like speed. The sharp palm wind seemed to collapse upon contact as the two clashed. That golden light feather was just like a sharp magical weapon made of metal that not only easily tore through Yao Ming's sharp palm wind, it had even left behind a half-inch-long bloody wound on his extremely hard hand. Yao Ming had actually suffered injuries upon contact. This caused his expression to change. The golden energy around his wound swiftly spread like poison, causing the flesh at that spot to become numb. It is extremely easy for this king to kill you. Huang Qian's figure appeared in front of Yao Ming in a ghost-like fashion. His indifferent golden eyes glanced at Yao Ming. He waved his sleeve and Yao Ming sensed a huge force swing toward him. A bang sounded and he forcefully shot down. Finally, he ruthlessly landed on a mountain, which immediately collapsed. Tribal Chief. Those elders from the 9 serene deep-ground python tribe revealed a different expression when Yao Ming fell, after not even lasting one exchange against Huang Qian. A fury surged into their hearts. Huang Qian was clearly humiliating their tribe. Fight it out with them. Some of the elders with fiery hot tempers immediately charged to the sky with furious faces. Before they could attack, Huang Qian merely swung his sleeve in a cold and indifferent fashion. A frightening golden light swept away, and easily sent these elders out of the sky. Who else? This king will not show any mercy the next time around. Huang Qian stood in the sky alone. Golden light whistled around his body like a windmill. Only he alone was able to stand in the sky. All the experts from the 9 serene deep-ground python tribe were unable to even enter the area 1,000 feet around him. The frightening strength of an advanced 5-star Doxing had been unleashed. Many 9 serene deep-ground python tribe elders revealed purple faces after hearing that indifferent voice in the sky. This Huang Qian was completely humiliating them. Creak. Yao Ming struggled to climb out of the rock fragments within the mountain. He ignored the blood hanging on the corner of his mouth as his eyes stared at Huang Qian's figure in the sky with a blood-red expression. Both of his fists were clenched in fury, emitting cracking sounds. Form the formation. A cold blade-like voice seeped out of the gap between Yao Ming's teeth. A monstrous murderous intent rose. Understood. All the elders from the 9 serene deep-ground python tribe cried out in union with dark and chilly expressions after hearing Yao Ming's words. At least 100 figures rose to the sky. Hints of a mysterious aura were vaguely present between them. Snake plate great formation. Numerous light pillars quickly surged out of the elders' bodies, as the many of them cried out together. Finally, the pillars entwined with each other. Within a short minute, a 10,000-foot large formation appeared in the sky in front of many pairs of eyes. The frightening pressure vaguely radiated from the formation, causing the expressions of many people to change. Snake plate great formation. Huang Qian frowned as he stood in the sky. He had naturally heard about the reputation of the formation. Back then, the 9 serene deep-ground python tribe had relied on this big formation to kill many extremely powerful experts. The formation is not bad. Unfortunately, there is no capable person as its eye. Huang Qian spoke in a faint voice. His eyes glanced at Yao Ming, who had thrown himself in the middle of the formation. Yao Ming's expression was dark and cold as he chose to ignore Huang Qian's words. The seals formed by his hands changed. A light pillar shot out of his body and mixed with the formation, causing the entire formation to tremble. An endless number of energy light pillars gathered in a distorted fashion. Finally, they transformed into a 10,000-foot-long snake. The large snake radiated by an ancient aura, making it appear extremely powerful. Form the Heaven Phoenix ancient formation. The many experts from the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe quickly separated in the distant sky after the huge snake appeared. An earth-shaking cry appeared above the land after an orderly roared. A huge phoenix, similar in size to the huge snake, flapped its 10,000-foot large wings. It appeared in a way that blotted out the sun after this cry sounded. It faced off against the huge snake. The many people in this underground network inhaled a deep breath of cold air after seeing this shocking battle in the sky. Clearly, They had not expected both parties to actually unleash their respective tribe guarding formations. Huang Qian's eyes were indifferent as they swept over the huge snake standing in front from the sky. His body moved. He turned into a ray of light as he shot toward the 9 serene spring. Charge! Yao Ming immediately roared upon seeing Huang Tuan move. The huge snake formed by the many elders swung its large tail. The sky emitted the rushing sound of wind as it suddenly exploded. Huang Qian merely lifted his brow when attacked by this frightening momentum. However, he did not intervene to fight. Instead, he hurried toward the 9 serene spring without reducing his speed. The huge tail was just about to strike his body when a loud and clear cry suddenly appeared in the sky behind him. A huge wing, which seemed to be made out of a golden light, penetrated air and collided with the huge snake. Bang! A frightening air ripple spread across the sky. Huang Qian's figure flashed and appeared above the 9 serene spring in front of countless pairs of eyes. Bastard! Yao Ming was extremely furious after seeing Huang Qian successfully charge past them. He was just about to direct the huge snake to turn and attack when the huge phoenix formed by the other party's formation came pouncing over to unleash a sharp attack. He had no choice but to focus his attention and deal with it. While Yao Ming and the rest were being delayed by the experts from the Demon Phoenix tribe, Huang Qian's indifferent eyes were thrown toward the 9 serene spring below him. The surface of the spring had already formed an extremely thick layer of hard ice. An extremely dark and chilly air continuously surged from it. This Xiao Yan's woman is indeed extraordinary. She is actually able to train in such a place. Some surprise flashed across Huang Qian's eyes. Although he could enter and leave this 9 serene spring as he liked, he did not dare to remain in it to train. We'll capture her first. Huang Qian's eyes flickered. He extended his large hand and ruthlessly clenched it toward the 9 serene spring below. The incomparable thick ice on the surface of the lake cracked an inch at a time. Finally, it blasted into an icy fog amid a series of explosions. The lake water of the 9 serene spring once again appeared after the ice burst apart. Huang Qian narrowed his eyes. He was able to vaguely detect an unusual pressure emanating from the bottom of the spring. Come out. Huang Qian did not hesitate. A cold glow flashed in his eyes. He grabbed with his hand and an earth-shaking storm rose. Numerous water pillars were formed by Huang Qian. In an instant, dozens of huge water pillars shot toward the sky. They appeared extremely spectacular. Yao Ming watched the 9 serene spring be turned upside down by Huang Qian. He felt extremely furious in his heart. However, he was being held back to the point of being unable to move. He could only pray in his heart that Cai Lin was not disturbed, even though he understood that this was wishful thinking. If Huang Qian continued, he would sooner or later capture Cai Lin from the bottom of the spring. Brother Xiao Yan, I'm afraid that I cannot finish what I promised you. Huang Qian's expression was indifferent as he stared at the 9 serene spring. A whirlpool that had reached the bottom of the spring had appeared. His eyes saw through the whirlpool. He seemed to be able to see a figure at the point. Huang Qian once again extended his hand when he saw this partially visible figure. A suction force erupted from his palm. However, he was just about to drag that figure from the bottom of the spring when his arm suddenly trembled. He suddenly lifted his head and saw a figure rushing over from the horizon with lightning-like speed. A 10,000-foot large illusory figure soared through the air as this figure rushed over. A furious and strange sound suddenly descended from the sky. This frightening spiritual sonic wave ruthlessly struck Huang Tian, who was unable to react in time, at an indescribably frightening speed. Bang! Huang Tian's body flew back, after being hit by this ferocious spiritual attack. He finally stabilized his body in a miserable fashion, after destroying a couple of mountains along the way. An icy-cold cry that reverberated over the land caused his expression to turn green with fury. Old dog Huang Qian, you are seeking death. This icy-cold cry was just like a furious thunder as it reverberated through the sky. An uncountable number of shocked eyes looked in the direction this cry originated. The enormous illusory figure disappeared from the sky where many pairs of eyes had gathered. A black-clothed young man, with an ice-cold expression, appeared in front of the many gazes. Many exclamations were made like a ripple. Xiao Yan. Why has he appeared here? It is rumored that the person the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe wants the 9 serene deep-ground Python tribe to hand over this time around is Xiao Yan's woman. From the looks of it, this really is the truth. Looks like there will be a good show this time around. This Xiao Yan is not an ordinary person. Even the chief of the Hall of Souls was defeated by his hands. Huang Qian has really met a tough person today. He is but a mere human. How can he compare to the great Huang Qian? The fighting strength of us magical beasts is not something a human of the same level can compare with. This Xiao Yan currently enjoys a great reputation in the Central Plains. We must let him experience just how strong our magical beast tribe is now that he has come to the beast region. Brother Xiao Yang. This unexpected change was immediately detected by Yao Ming, who was being held back. He swept his gaze over and a joy quickly surged onto his face. As long as Xiao Yang was able to hurry over in time, the big trouble today would likely be resolved. Xiao Yang nodded at Yao Ming in the distant sky. He lowered his head and looked at the 9 serene spring below. He waved his sleeve and the water pillars, which had forcefully been pulled out by Huang Qian, were gently returned to the spring by him. That huge whirlpool had also disappeared. Xiao Yang finally lifted his head after doing all this. His bone-piercing eyes glared at Huang Qian, who was slowly rising from a large pile of rock debris a short distance away. A murderous intent gradually rose in his heart. The greatest taboo during a retreat was to be disturbed by others. If one was careless, not only would the effort of the person training to come to naught, it could also endanger one's life. Huang Qian's reckless act earlier clearly indicated he did not care about Cai Lin's life. This was something that Xiao Yang could not accept. You are that Xiao Yang? Xiao Yang's expression was ice-cold. Huang Qian revealed a gloomy expression. His eyes contained a golden light, as he stared at Xiao Yang before slowly saying, "You are finally here. You were planning on forcing me to show myself." Xiao Yang slightly lifted an eyebrow. It seemed that this Huang Qian was not even a little surprised by his arrival. It seemed that the Huang Qian's target was not Cai Lin but him. You are the first person in many years who had dared to capture my tribe's elders and use them as hostages. Huang Qian looked at Xiao Yang. His body gradually calmed the giddiness in his mind that came from being ruthlessly struck by Xiao Yang's yellow spring divine anger earlier. I can sense the scent of the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe from your body. It looks like it is really as the elders have said. You possess the Demon Phoenix wings. With just these 2 points alone, you have been placed in the must-kill list of my Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe. Today, this king shall use your life to tell everyone that anyone who breaks our taboo will be killed without mercy. After Huang Qian's final words sounded, a bright golden light suddenly swept from his back. A pair of 1,000-foot-large golden wings spread from his back. From a distance, the golden light was filled with a dignity and nobility. Xiao Yang's expression was cold and indifferent as he stared at Huang Qian. He merely snorted indifferently at the many crimes he faxed. His original intent was not to truly engage in a life and death with the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe. Hence, he did not take their lives after having captured the 2 elders and the junior tribe chief. Instead, he had merely imprisoned them and released them after the situation within the Eastern Dragon Island had gradually stabilized. From a certain point of view, he had indicated his intentions. However, from the looks of the situation today, he discovered that his kind intentions had been misplaced. The Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe did not view his actions as kind. Instead, they were viewed as a weakness. Since his kindness could not be accepted, he could only use the most barbaric approach. How good, kill without mercy, the Heaven Demon Phoenix is really overbearing. However, I do not know whether or not Tribal Chief Huang Qian possesses the qualification to utter these words. Xiao Yang faintly smiled as he taunted the Tribal Chief. Do not think that you have the qualification to act arrogantly in front of this king, just because you have defeated the chief of the Hall of Souls. Huang Qian's eyes became cold. The enormous golden wings on his back were flapped. His body tore through space at an extremely terrifying speed. He appeared in front of Xiao Yan as though he had teleported. His large hand suddenly struck forward. Golden light surged and turned into a large golden claw that ruthlessly smashed toward Xiao Yan. After this claw was swung, the space around Xiao Yan immediately exploded with a bang. Yellow spring palm. Huang Qian's frightening speed caused Xiao Yan's eyes to harden. However, he did not dodge. His hand seal changed and a 1,000-foot-large energy handprint escaped his hand. A pink flame continuously wiggled around the handprint. It appeared to be filled with strength. Boom! A palm and a claw collided with a bang in the sky. A wild and violent energy wind swept apart. Even the clouds in the sky were forcefully scattered. A great force poured out of the head-on collision, causing Xiao Yan's body to tremble. He hurriedly took a couple of steps back. Huang Qian was an advanced 5-star Do Xing. Moreover, his actual form was a heaven demon phoenix. If he clashed head-on, Xiao Yan would not be able to gain much of an advantage. Xiao Yan might have been forced back, but Huang Qian did not appear any better. The pink flame, that had been mixed with the energy palm, made a burned smell rising from Huang Qian's hand. He had suffered a little because of the purifying demonic lotus flame. It is indeed worthy of being the purifying demonic lotus flame. Huang Qian's expression was cold and indifferent as he glanced at his somewhat charred hand. A golden light surged over it and immediately healed the burn wound. Xiao Yan did not speak. His shoulders shook and a pair of green-red bone wings spread out. The bone wings were flapped and his body swiftly pulled back. The speed of Huang Qian was far too great. It was not beneficial to engage in close-quarters combat. Attempting to compete with this king in terms of speed, Huang Qian laughed after seeing Xiao Yan pull back. The pair of wings behind him were flapped. The sound of rushing wind immediately rumbled across the sky. His figure shot toward Xiao Yan not at a speed visible to the naked eye. He had caught up with Xiao Yan in an instant. Bang! After catching up to Xiao Yan, a fist with a golden light surging around it ruthlessly smashed toward Xiao Yan's head. Xiao Yan knit his brows as he faced Huang Qian's attack. He clenched his hand. A pink flame appeared. After which, it smashed toward Huang Qian's fist in front. Xiao Yan's fist accurately struck Huang Qian's figure, but his fist penetrated the figure upon contact. After image. Xiao Yan, his eyes narrowed slightly upon seeing this after image. He instinctively turned around and crossed both of his arms in front of him. Bang! A golden light fist broke through the space the moment Xiao Yan turned around. The fist struck his arms like a thunderbolt. That frightening force sent Xiao Yan flying back thousands of feet. Xiao Yan's flying figure had only just begun to stabilize when a shot palm wind ferociously flew toward him before he could even lift his head. That speed caused one's expression to change. Xiao Yan, I'll let you experience the demon phoenix steps of my heaven demon phoenix tribe. Many golden after-images continued to appear around Xiao Yan in the sky. A densely packed sharp fist wind covered every single part of Xiao Yan's body. Those frightening fist winds had shattered the space within 1,000 feet into pieces. What frightening speed! The heaven demon phoenix tribe specializes in speed to begin with. Even an elite 6-star Do Xing would not be able to catch up with him. Xiao Yan could be considered to have met a tough opponent this time around. It is rumored that he is also extremely fast. However, this speed is not worth mentioning in front of tribal chief Huang Qian. The countless numbers of people watching the dazzling battle quietly shook their heads. Yao Ming in the distance frowned slightly upon seeing this scene. His eyes revealed some worry. From the looks of the current situation, it seemed like Xiao Yan had fallen into a disadvantage. Bang! Xiao Yan's figure continued to remain in a small area surrounded by densely packed human figures, as he performed some rapid evasive actions. Huang Qian could be considered the fastest opponent Xiao Yan had faced in all these years. Huang Qian's speed was something that Xiao Yan had to admit he was no match for. As a member of the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe, Huang Qian was indeed gifted. When they had just begun to exchange blows, Xiao Yan had been caught off guard, and was a little miserable, because of the speed of his opponent. These fist shadows might appear like illusions, but they would become real in an instant if they landed on one's body. They appeared strange and unfathomable. Fortunately, Xiao Yan's combat experience was extremely rich. Hence, he quickly calmed down after falling into a disadvantage. He gradually focused his mind while he dodged and searched for signs of Huang Qian's movement. He was indeed unable to compare with Huang Qian in terms of speed, but he did possess something that Huang Qian did not. It was a strong spiritual strength. Xiao Yan's dark black eyes were filled with many golden light figures. The faces of these human figures all contained the same dense smile. Sharp palm winds continuously struck at the fatal spots around Xiao Yan's body within a short dozen seconds, causing the blood within Xiao Yan's body to churn. However, Xiao Yan merely shut his eyes after falling into a disadvantage. His dodging speed had also slightly slowed, but this slower speed coincidentally managed to dodge the many fist shadows. Xiao Yan had both of his eyes shut. His spiritual perception spread around. Those surrounding light figures, which could not be caught by his naked eyes, also gradually slowed. After these figures slowed, Xiao Yan suddenly opened his tightly shut eyes. The densely packed golden light figures in his eyes finally became illusory. This video will end here.